Hi everyone, it's Amina. Thanks so much for tuning in today's webinar. Today we will be covering some settings that can be customized for reps and how you can further fine-tune your portal to accommodate your selling needs. We will cover 6 topics in particular today and the settings you can modify for reps within each of those topics. We will be going over 1, inventory and warehouses, 2, emails, 3, over ordering, 4, customizing your orders tab, topic number 5, companies, and topic number 6, orders and drafts. All right, so first things first, the topic of inventory and warehouses. So this is specific to those brands that load inventory data and have multiple warehouses. So for any rep, if you toggle on, let's first click into the rep. If you toggle on restrict inventory, the rep will only see those inventory rules that are set up for buyers in inventory settings. So when this is toggled on, the brand user's inventory visibility will ultimately mimic that of the buyer's visibility. So yeah, this is kind of a topic that's specific to those teams that load inventory data, A, have multiple warehouses, B, and C, that have kind of large selling teams and a number of reps. And you, of course, want the ability to be able to kind of fine-tune what each rep is seeing. All right, so that's it for that specific topic. So number 2, I wanted to move on to the topic of emails. So little do many brands know, the order confirmation email that both the rep and buyer receive is also another item that you have the ability to customize. So at this time, you're able to customize the plain text that you see in the header and the footer of the email. So for example, if you want to include a sentence around shipping perhaps, or maybe a sentence around invoicing, like you will be receiving, more information, with your shipping tracking number from this email address and an invoice from, this contact or that email address. You do have the opportunity to include that within this email. All right, so topic number 3, over ordering. So again, this is a setting that is specific to those brands that load their inventory data. So if you toggle over to order settings, you'll see that you have the ability to allow buyers to force orders, as well as the ability to allow reps to force orders. So if you've zeroed out on a specific item in terms of inventory, if you toggle on yes, then both reps and buyers can force orders against those items with 0 inventory. So for those brands that sell very quickly and have inventory constantly coming in, this would be a setting that you would want to definitely turn on. All right, so topic number 4, customizing your orders tab. So another cool feature, with this new orders tab release is that you have the ability to customize the specific headers and data fields that you are seeing within your orders tab. So if you click on configure columns, you can go ahead and toggle on those fields that you want to see and toggle off the fields that you don't want to see. So for example, if buyer notes, maybe that's something that isn't super pertinent or you don't need that information when you are looking at the view of your orders, you can toggle that off. And then maybe total quantity is something that you absolutely need to see. So you have the ability to customize that display. You also have the ability to kind of move around the columns that you're seeing so that the data is all in an order that makes the most sense to you. And then that configure columns setting that you just set up right now, every time you log in, you will be able to see that particular display, and it will be specific to you as a brand user or to you as a rep. All right, so moving on to the next topic, companies. So if you just will allow me a moment to kind of switch up my screen. All right, so you also have the ability to um, restrict what sales reps are able to view and what companies they're essentially able to view in your company data. So I just kind of exported the company data from our demo portal, and you'll see that we have this column, reps. So if you, for example, want specific reps to only see specific companies, then you can go ahead and add their email, that rep's email address under the reps column. And then moving forward, the rep will only be able to see those companies for which you have listed their email address under the reps column. And of course, that particular rep must have a user seat, and the email address must mimic the email address for their particular user seat. All right, so moving on to the next topic. Just one moment, I'll switch up my screen. All right, so order visibility. So if you work on a team, again, where you have a lot of reps, and within those selling teams, there are maybe some sub-teams, and there is a need where particular selling teams need to view each other's orders, then you can set up what we like to call sub-teams. So if you would, again, like to have the ability to set up selling teams and have reps within those teams view each other's orders instead of the default of a rep just being able to view their own orders, then please do go ahead and reach out to our support team, heroes@NuORDER.com, and we on our end will go ahead and set up the sub-teams for you, and then you can then go ahead and assign each of your brand users to one of those sub-teams. So one other cool thing about sub-teams is that aside from being able to view one another's orders, you also, or reps being able to view each other's orders, all the order confirmation emails can also be forwarded to one particular email address. So if you have a customer service agent or someone else on your team where all of the orders within that selling sub-team needs to be forwarded to one individual, maybe they need to look at all of the order PDFs, then we can also have all of those orders be forwarded to that particular email address or customer service agent within your company. So yeah, another really cool, exciting feature to call out. So yeah, that pretty much brings me to the end of today's webinar. We do have some time now for questions. So please go ahead and feel free to write in those questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks so much.